What's up, man?
Hey, what's going on, brother?
How you doing? How's the family?
Man, everybody's doing good, man. Doing awesome. And yourself?
Yeah, we're doing good. How's training going right now?
Excuse me. Training's going well, man. Just staying in shape. Not really working for anything. Just working on developing different skill sets and whatnot. And just having fun doing it.
Yeah. Well, I got to ask you a little bit of Alabama questions because I'm a Bama fan. How was it like when you went from Shula to Saban? Like, was it like a culture shock or anything like that?
Yeah. Saban had to establish dominance, if you will. I think some of the guys, some of the old upperclassmen, I thought that they could punk him out. And, this is what we've been doing. This is what we're going to do it. But, Nick Saban wasn't having that. And, with Shula, it was like if you were a senior, you were going to start, And it wasn't like that with Saban. He kind of made a competitive environment. And, that's why, you see the dynasty that they've had, in recent years.
What do you feel went wrong Saturday?
Man, you give up 48 points to anybody, it's going to be hard to beat,
Yeah, that's for sure.
So, it's defense didn't play too great. Neither did Auburn's, but, Auburn's defense came up big for them.
Yeah. Was there anything that like Shula or Saban taught you that's helped you with your MMA career? Or like
you got to trust in the process. You got to show up, you got to train, you got to do all the little things, diet, all these things, just to have a chance to win. So, I'm a creature of habit. So, I like to kind of have the same routine every day.
Yeah. On the national championship, we got that game-saving sack. What was going through your mind and everything like that?
Man, to be honest, the blitz was supposed to come from the other side of the field, but, if they came out in the formation that they came out in, it was going to come from the field. So, I saw that they were going to slide the protection away from me, so I knew I'd be free. And right before I hit him, man, he kind of pump faked, and I thought that he may have thrown the ball, but I wasn't sure. So, I just, kind of said, screw it, I'm here now. So, went ahead and hit him, and, man, thank God he still had the ball.
Yeah, thank God he kept going for it.
Yeah, exactly. I feel really sorry if I didn't hit him, he still had the ball.
Yeah. What made you want to get into like MMA and anything?
Man, just working. I got done playing ball. I was working, and I just knew that there had to be more. I couldn't. This couldn't be it for me, man. I just don't think that I was meant to sit at a desk for 8-9 hours a day. So, found the sport and did what I had to do until, I made it to where, I could do just that. So, I'm very fortunate to be where I'm at right now.
Was MMA part of your decision to be done with football, or was that just happen?
Nah, I wanted to play, for as long as I could, but, it came to a point where, I just told myself if it wasn't the NFL, then I didn't want to play. So, I just kept it moving, and I found MMA shortly thereafter that.
Yep. I saw before you got signed to UFC and a couple other things, you did a fight with Bellator. Was that just like a one-fight contract, or how'd that play out?
Yeah, they came to Memphis, so they usually get from what I understand, they get the local matchmakers to match up the undercard, and they bring in the main card. And I had fought for V3 out there in Memphis, several times as an amateur and a couple times as a pro, and so they threw me on the card, and I did, I knocked the guy out in like 23 seconds or whatnot. So, I did my part, but, I don't think that they were very interested in signing, a long-term deal or, a couple-fight deal or whatever.
Yeah. Recently, you've been moving from middleweight and light heavyweight. Which do you feel better at physically?
Man, I feel great at both weight classes, to be honest. 85, obviously, I have to be more diligent and disciplined in my approach. And, I like 85 better. You know, the guys aren't as big or powerful as they are at 205. So I think for where my skill set's at right now, 85 is the place for me.
Yeah. So you feel like that's the best place for you to succeed? Or
Yeah, and I'll probably be there for a while. But man, you know, I'm down to take short notice fights and step in and fight at 205 too, if necessary. So you know, if the money's right, I'm in there.
Yeah, always. All I gotta do is sign the contract, ain't
That's right.
it? Did you see the post I made about you for potential opponents?
I did not. Who you got for me?
I got Uriah Hall. I think I've been trying to set that up for you. But Anderson Silva, Chris Weidman, and Antonio Carlos Jr. How do you feel about all them?
Yeah, I don't know if the Uriah Hall fight would happen. We've been training partners before, but all those other guys, you know, I'm down to fight all those dudes. So, you know, if their name comes across on that piece of paper, then you already know what it is.
Have you had any talks with the UFC about your next opponent or date?
I haven't. So, I like to fight early and often. So, you know, definitely in that first quarter of next year, you can expect to see me back in there.
Yeah. Is there anybody you would want to fight, or
Man,
anybody right now in mind?
To be honest, I really haven't checked the landscape of the division and see who's fought and when. But when I get ready to line up a fight, then I'll check that out and see what we can't make happen.
I know you talked about it a little bit earlier, but my boy wants to know, Not Average Joe MMA. He said, how did the Alabama football mentality help you with your transition to MMA?
Man, you know, with football, Saban did such a good job in creating a competitive atmosphere that, you know, you're always trying to outwork somebody. There's always somebody, you know, chomping at your heels to get that starting spot to get more playing time. So, you know, it just kind of teaches you how to practice, how to train. And, you know, I like the gym being a competitive environment, you know. You're not trying to kill each other, but at the same time, you know, when it comes time to you know, spar or whatnot, you know, you definitely want to do your best.
Yep. How is it down at SBG Birmingham? Or is it
It's awesome, man. You know, everything's going all right over there, man. You know, we've had some guys take some tough losses, you know, over the last quarter of this year, but you know that's kind of happens like that sometimes. So you know, hopefully at the beginning of the year, everybody will get back in there and you know, pick up some dubs.
Yeah. We got a fan question from Matthew Riles, and it says, "What was your favorite thing you did in Toronto at 231?"
Probably after the fight. You know, we had some late flights, so me, the wife, the kids got up. You know, walked around. It was freezing cold, man. It was, you know, we couldn't even really hardly enjoy it. But I discovered, I think they're called beaver tails. It's like a pastry with a bunch of, you know, we had like an Oreo flavored one, maple syrup, Reese's. This is a bunch. This is like a long pastry with all this sugary stuff on top. That you know, I got a sweet tooth, so it was delicious.
Yeah, that sounds good. What did y'all do after the fight night in Nashville? Y'all enjoy yourselves?
In Nashville, yeah, you know, we had the boys, so you know, me and the wife didn't get too crazy. You know, we just went, got some pizza after the fight, walked up. We have a friend who's got a condo right there on, I think it's Broadway, like right off of Broadway. So you know, we went, got some food after the fight, and you know, just kicked it back to the room.
Yeah, I saw your post a while ago. Did Noah win a championship in football?
Israel did, yeah.
Israel.
Yeah,
That's right.
Israel won the 4th grade Super Bowl. You know.
Yeah, that's right though. You train with them a lot or practice with them a lot?
Man, we you know, I go out there and throw the ball with them and stuff, and wrestle around with them. Yeah.
Yeah. Do they have any interest in MMA?
Oh man, they're all about it, man. You know, they're always in here wrestling and, you know, talking about you know, I'm Wonder Boy and he's And the other one, Joel Romero or something. And they'll get in there and start wrestling around and, have a good time doing it.
It might be a tough matchup, Romero and Thompson.
And Thompson, I think.
Then we got one from it's Miller time, and it says, "What NFL team you root for?"
Man, to be honest, I really don't have an NFL team. I just like watching some of the guys that I played with, like Mark Ingram.
What about your boy
ball
Derrick
out.
Henry?
So. Say what?
What about your boy Derrick Henry?
I didn't play with Derrick Henry.
Oh yeah, I bet.
Yeah, but I do like watching the Bama guys, get it in. Derrick Henry's having a phenomenal season. I think he had 1,000 yards this year.
Yeah, and last year too.
So man, it's these guys are having really good seasons and balling out, man.
Yeah. How you think the John Jones Dominic Reyes fight plays out?
Man, I think the one thing that John Jones is like really good at, but doesn't really ever use, not really ever, but that I thought he would use more against Thiago is wrestling.
Yeah.
So I have no idea what Dominic Reyes' wrestling and jiu-jitsu looks like. He's phenomenal on the feet, has good footwork. Out of all the football players that transition in MMA, I think that he's got the best, footwork. So he's a combination puncher. He puts stuff together well. So I think he'll do well against John Jones. So. No one's been able to figure out the puzzle yet, man. We'll see if Dominic is the guy to do it.
Do you feel like Santos got the job done?
Man, I think it's hard to win a fight when your back's up against the cage. It sucks that he got hurt, but, it is what it is. So, that's a fight I'd like to see happen again without injury.
Yeah. Do you feel like Israel Adesanya will still be a champion by the time you get up there in the rankings?
I hope so, man. I think that would be a fun fight, man. That's I think he's one of the fastest evolving guys in the UFC. So, it'll be exciting to see what level he's at, by the time I get there.
Yeah. Do you feel like Romero deserves the shot at the championship with 3 losses in a row?
I mean, it's Joel Romero, man. That dude's capable of putting anybody's lights out at any time. And I don't hear anybody complaining about Romero getting this, title shot because Paulo Costa got hurt because they already know what's up. So,
yeah.
Is that fight been finalized? Is that going to happen?
No, it hasn't been finalized yet, but it's in the works supposedly for March sometime.
They're going to Auckland too, right? They're going to New Zealand?
They are, but I don't know what card that is or when.
Yeah, I believe it's in March or February, late February.
That'd be a good main event then.
Yeah. Man, it's Romero, man. I think if it's anybody else, he's kind of like the big man in the division, I think.
You think he gets it done?
Possibly, man. I don't think there's anybody else in the UFC who is explosive as he is. So he's in spurts too. So it's not like he just throws one punch. He kind of creates a melee, if you will. Like he'll throw 1 or 2 punches and a scramble ensues, and then as you trying to fight off the wrestling, he socks you one, and then you end up like Luke Rockhold. So he's just tough. It's just tough to fight somebody who is capable of knocking you out at any point.
Yeah.
And as athletic and explosive as he is.
Yeah, he's a monster. We got another one from Not Average Joe. It says, what current NFL player do you think would make a good switch to MMA?
Man, I've always said that I think that Julio Jones and Mark Barron would be phenomenal MMA fighters. Fortunately for those guys are making a lot more money than UFC is paying right now. So. But, man, I've just never seen anybody that, practiced as hard as Julio practiced, was physically talented and gifted, and the dude just hit like the genetic jackpot. And then puts the work ethic behind that, which is why, you know, he's probably the best wide receiver in the NFL right now.
You feel like Judy will live up to Julio's NFL life so far?
Man, we'll see, man. Julio Jones always had ice water in his veins, man. I don't think there's ever been a moment, just like his, you know, demeanor and confidence at any point was just, you know, he knows he's the man, and, you know, he practices and plays like he's the man, and he always shows up, and he thrives on competition. I don't know Jerry Jeudy, but it seems like, you know, he relishes in the, you know, the pressure situations and whatnot. So, you know, the thing about Julio is he can do everything, man. He's so big, he can run, he can catch, and he can block. So we'll see how Jerry Jeudy blocks in the NFL, because, you know, those guys are big, all of them.
Yeah, they're pretty big. And we got a question from Victor VO9, and it says, "What steps do you take after a loss to improve your game?"
You know, I have a 24-hour rule, so win, lose, or draw, you know, 24 hours from then, you know, it's, you know, heal up if I got to heal, or, you know, get back in the gym if I can get back in the gym. I guess that'd be Monday. But, you know, man, it is what it is, man. It's competition, man. There's got to be a winner. There's got to be a loser. Not saying that I accept, like, a loss. You know, I definitely take them hard. But at the end of the day, you know, you knew what you signed up for. Like it's a competition. You know, you put a lot of work, you know, and effort into each fight. But, you know, like I said earlier, it's like just a chance. Put yourself in the best possible position to win. Just because you do all that doesn't mean that you're going to win. So, you know, let's look at it kind of as it is what it is, you know. As long as I go out there and fight my hardest and I train and I know that I did everything I need to do to get in there and fight, then, you know, I sleep easy at night.
Yeah. We got one from Joel Oliveras, and it says, "What's your plans for matchups in 2020?"
Man, I have no idea, man. You know, I like going overseas, man. I like traveling, so man, maybe I go across the pond. Maybe I go, you know, I have no idea. You know, I don't know what's gonna happen tomorrow, let alone, you know, months from now. So just play it by ear, play it how it go.
You feel like there would ever be a UFC fight or any kind of Bellator or anything like that fight in Alabama?
Yeah, absolutely, man. You know, UFC used to come here a lot, you know, back in the day. So, you know, I don't see why they wouldn't, you know, come back, especially with, you know, myself and Walt Harris having the success. And there's a bunch of other fighters from all around the South. You know, you got Bryce Mitchell from Arkansas, Louis Pena's from Arkansas. What's my dog's name? Brandon Davis is right down there in Biloxi. You know, you got all those Diego Lima and Rafael Sunsao in Atlanta. Man, there's a little pocket here of you know, of MMA fighters that people would travel to go see. So, you know, I don't know why they wouldn't or couldn't. Luke Sanders is from Nashville.
Yeah,
so
Nashville MMA.
Yeah.
This one it's the last comment on here, tweets and numbers. More anxiety for a fight or a football game?
I don't know, man. You know, I really don't get nervous before fights, but, man, I always had, like, butterflies and nerves before a football game. I don't know why. You know, I feel like it should be backwards because, you know, a lot worse things can happen to you in MMA that's going to happen to you in a football game. But maybe it's just because, you know, I had teammates and I didn't want to let them down, and it wasn't just me. And in MMA, you know, yeah, I train. You know, I have a coach, I have training partners and things, but you know, when I get in there to compete, it's just me. So, you know, maybe it's, you know, I don't know. I just always felt more nervous about football.
Is Chris Connolly your head coach?
Yep. Mm-hmm.
You love him as a coach and how he's
yeah,
yeah,
absolutely, man. You know, he's been a coach for, you know, the vast majority of my amateur career and all my pro career. So, you know, we definitely have a bond and a friendship, and man, he knows me, I know him. So, it just works with us.
Is he Walt's head coach too?
He is, yeah. Mm-hmm.
Then we got this last one right here, or the one at the bottom. It says, no disrespect, but did you feel like the Roundtree fight ultimately helped you moving forward in your career? Like, was it motivation to train harder?
Man, not really. I always train the same regardless of, who it is I'm fighting or the opponent or whatnot. That night I just felt off, and I think it showed, and, obviously he was on point. His game was tight. And it was just one of those nights, man. Like you just watched, and I'm not saying, I'm Tom Brady or not, but you just watched Tom Brady, yesterday, have a really bad game. It just happens,
Yeah.
It just, it's a little bit different in fighting, but, it's the same thing, man. Batters go in slumps in baseball and whatnot. So as an athlete and a competitor, man, you just have nights like that sometimes, So, it wasn't like super motivating or anything. I just wanted to, get back in the gym and start training as quickly as possible.
Yeah. What made you want to switch to or go to the divisions? Was it just because that was the fight available or money?
Yeah. That's just a fight they offered me, man. I think at the time the light heavyweight division, you saw guys like Anthony Smith, Thiago Santos. You see guys like that, 2 or 3 fights and you can fight for the belt. So,
Yeah.
Unfortunately, those fights didn't go my way. And so, I fought well. I think the main thing was, the way I fought against Thiago at 205. But I like 85 better.
Yeah, I bet. That's what I would want to fight at too. Is there anyone from Alabama past that trains MMA for fun that you know of or anything? It's from Must Be the GOAT.
You talking about like football players?
Yeah, I'm guessing so.
Not that I know of. I know Mark Ingram, out of all the guys, I think he's the biggest fan of MMA. But as far as training, I don't think I don't know anybody for real that does it.
And we got one from Elvira 21, and it says, any interest in grappling only events?
Yeah, I'll grapple. I'm a purple belt world champ in the gi, but I slide that thing off and see what's good.
You like the gi better or no gi?
Man, I just like grappling in general, man. So it doesn't even matter the gi or there are guys out there that'll fuck you up either way, or
Yeah.
It doesn't matter to me.
Yeah. Then when are you coming back to Texas?
Man, I don't know. Man, they got that Houston card February 8th, so
That's gonna be a
I
good
might slide through. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm trying to scroll through and see if we get any more. Someone said Anders versus Carlos Jr. would be a brawl. I'd be hyped for that.
I don't know if Carlos Jr. is looking to brawl, but
yeah,
I get in there and throw down.
Yeah, and someone said I heard them hands ready to E for everyone.
That's right. You know what's up.
Oh man. So see. That's all I got for you, but I'm gonna see if anybody else says something. Someone said, "Oh, when are you fighting again? Already missed watching you fight, I guess."
Man, I don't know, man. Sometime in that first quarter of next year, man. I try to fight about 4 times a year, so yeah, sometime in that first 3 months there.
Is that tough, or is that like tough to go to 4 different training camps in a year, or multiple training camps in a year, or is that something you're used to for football?
Man, I really don't ever stop training. That's like I'm hurt or just fought. For the most part, I'm always in the gym training, doing something. So, it's nothing really changes. The intensity just picks up a little bit.
Yeah. Are you interested in you versus Carl Robertson?
Yeah, man, I think that'd be a fun fight. They're talking about brawling and whatnot. That guy likes to throw hands, so I think that'd be a fun fight for me. That'd be a fun fight for him and anybody watching.
Yeah, I've seen a bunch of people actually say Robertson. on here too. A bunch of fight rock holds too.
Fight rock. I fight rock. He not fighting no more, man. He not coming back.
Yeah. I hope he doesn't too. He's probably making bank with the modeling and already off of his UFC career and anything like that too. So he just, not saying he can't do it anymore, but I don't know. Time to hang it up.
Yeah.
Don't be a BJ Penn.
Oh man, that's the thing about athletes, man. That's how they usually go out.
Yeah. Some people just don't know when to go out. That's all they know.
Yeah, I grapple Rocco, Polaris.
Well, all right, man. That's all I got for you. I'll let you back to your family and everything like that in your day.
Hey, appreciate it, brother.
All right, man. I appreciate you coming on. We'll have to do it again.
Anytime.
Break some fight news next time.
That's right.
All right, man. I'll talk to you later.
Take care.